Hello and welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Brain, and with me is my amazing co-host, Anna.
Hi, everyone. It's so good to have you here again. Today's episode is one I'm really excited about because it's something every English learner needs confidence.
That's right. Today we're talking about how to talk to anyone with confidence. Whether it's speaking to a friend, introducing yourself to a stranger, or having a conversation in English with someone at work, confidence can completely change the way people see you.
Exactly. And here's the truth. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's not about knowing every single English word. It's about how you present yourself and how you carry the words you do know.
In this episode, we're going to break it down for you. We'll talk about the fears most people face, some simple but powerful principles to sound and feel more confident, mistakes to avoid, and even share our own personal tips.
Plus, I'll be giving you a little challenge at the end of the episode, something fun you can try today to build your speaking confidence step by step.
So stick with us, because by the end of this podcast, you'll not only know how to talk with confidence, you'll be ready to go out and actually do it.
Let's dive right in.
So, Anna, let's start with the big question, why does confidence even matter when we speak?
That's such a good question, Brain. You know, the first thing people notice about you when you speak isn't actually your grammar or vocabulary, it's your confidence.
Exactly. Think about it. If you speak perfect English, but your voice is shaky, your eyes are looking down, and you sound unsure, people might think you're not confident at all.
On the other hand, if you speak with a clear voice, you smile. You look people in the eye, even if you make small grammar mistakes, people still see you as confident and capable.
And confidence isn't just about impressing others. It's also about how you feel. When you're confident, your brain relaxes, your words come out more naturally, and conversations feel easier.
Yes, and it's like a cycle. The more confident you feel, the better you speak. And the better you speak, the more confident you become.
I remember once, a student told me, "Brain, I always forget words when I talk to people." But the truth was, he didn't forget the words, he was just too nervous to let them out.
Oh, I've seen that so many times. Confidence is like the key that unlocks your English. Without it, all the knowledge you have stays locked inside.
So, to put it simply, confidence matters because it changes both how others see you and how you see yourself when speaking.
Exactly. And in this episode, we'll show you how to build that kind of confidence step by step.
All right, Anna, let's be real for a second. Talking to people, especially in English, can feel scary.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what, Brain? Most learners think they're the only ones who feel nervous. But the truth is, almost everyone has some fears when speaking.
Yes, one of the biggest fears I hear from learners is the fear of judgment. They're worried, what if people laugh at my mistakes? What if I sound silly?
Right, and that fear is so powerful it can actually stop people from speaking at all. I remember when I was learning another language, I used to avoid conversations because I was terrified someone would correct me or think I wasn't smart.
That's such a real example. And another common fear is fear of making mistakes. Learners think, if I don't speak perfectly, people won't understand me.
But here's the thing. Mistakes are natural. Everyone makes them, even native speakers. The difference is confident people don't let mistakes stop them.
Exactly. Now, here's another one, nervous body language. Sometimes it's not even the words. It's the shaking hands, avoiding eye contact, or speaking too fast because you just want to get it over with.
Yes, I had a friend who told me, Anna, every time I talk to new people, my voice shakes, and I feel like my heart is going to jump out of my chest. That's so common.
And let's not forget the fear of silence. Many learners panic if they can't find the right word immediately. They think, oh no, I paused. Now I sound stupid.
But silence is normal in conversations. Native speakers pause all the time. Confidence is about handling those little pauses calmly, not panicking.
So, if you're listening right now and you recognize yourself in any of these fears, don't worry. You are not alone, and these fears can absolutely be overcome.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to talk about next, the principles and strategies to help you move past those fears and speak with confidence.
Now, let's talk about the first principle of speaking with confidence. Prepare small, speak big.
I love that phrase, brain. What does it actually mean?
Well, a lot of people think they need to prepare long speeches or memorize huge lists of vocabulary before they can speak. But the truth is, you only need to prepare small pieces. Short phrases, simple sentences, or even just your introduction.
That makes so much sense. Because if you have a few ready sentences in your pocket, it gives you the courage to start a conversation.
Exactly. Let me give an example. Instead of worrying about a long conversation, just prepare something simple like, "Hi, my name is Brain. Nice to meet you." That's small preparation, but it makes a big difference.
Yes. Or when you're at a coffee shop, prepare one simple line like, "Can I please have a cappuccino?" If you practice that at home, you'll feel much more confident saying it in public.
And here's the magic: when you start small, it grows. You say one line confidently, then suddenly you're ready for the next line, and the conversation builds naturally.
I remember one of my students who wanted to make friends in English. I told her, "Don't worry about long talks. Just prepare one question like, 'Where are you from?'" And guess what? That one question started so many conversations for her.
That's such a great story. And listeners, you can try this too. Instead of thinking, "I need to be fluent to speak confidently," just prepare one or two small things you can say. That's your starting point.
So the principle is simple. Prepare small sentences, but speak them with big confidence.
And trust me, those small preparations add up. Soon, you'll be talking with anyone without overthinking. All right, let's move to our second principle. Body language speaks first.
Oh yes, before you even say a word, your body is already sending a message.
Exactly. If you walk into a room with your head down, arms crossed, and no eye contact, what does that say? It says, "I'm nervous. I don't want to be here."
But if you stand tall, make eye contact, and give a little smile, you instantly look more confident even if you haven't spoken yet.
And here's the good news. You don't need to be born with confident body language. You can practice it. For example, next time you're waiting in line at a store, practice standing tall with your shoulders back.
Yes, and another easy trick is to smile. A smile not only makes you feel more relaxed, but it also makes other people feel comfortable talking to you.
Eye contact is another powerful one. You don't need to stare, but just looking at the person when you talk makes your words stronger.
I remember when I was younger, I would always look at the floor when speaking English because I felt shy. But once I started practicing eye contact, my conversations changed completely. People listened to me more.
That's a great example. So remember, your words are important, but your body language is speaking even louder.
Exactly. Stand tall, smile, look at people, and let your body show confidence even before your words come out.
Now, let's talk about the third principle. Simple words, strong voice.
Oh, I really like this one, brain. Because so many learners think, if I don't use big words, I won't sound smart. But actually, the opposite is true.
Exactly. Confidence isn't about complicated vocabulary, it's about how you use the words you already know. Imagine two people. One says a simple sentence like, "I think this is a good idea," with a clear, strong voice. The other tries to use advanced words but whispers or mumbles. Who sounds more confident?
Definitely the first person. Even simple English, when spoken clearly, feels powerful.
Right. And here's a tip for our listeners. Don't rush. Speak slowly and clearly. Pausing is not a weakness, it shows control.
Yes, and also volume matters. Not shouting, of course, but using a voice that people can actually hear. A strong voice tells people, I believe in what I'm saying.
Let's do a quick role play to show the difference. Anna, can you say this sentence in a weak voice? My name is Anna. Nice to meet you.
Softly, unsure. Um, my name is Anna. Nice to meet you.
See? That sounds shy. Now, same words, but with a strong, clear voice.
Confidently, my name is Anna. Nice to meet you.
Perfect. Same words, but a completely different impression.
And the great thing is, anyone can do this. You don't need advanced English, you just need to practice tone, volume, and clarity.
So the principle is simple. Use the words you know, but deliver them with a strong, confident voice. That's what makes people listen. All right, let's get into our fourth principle. Practice talking to strangers.
Oh, yes. This one can sound scary, but it's actually one of the fastest ways to build confidence.
Exactly. Here's the truth. Confidence doesn't grow in your head. It grows in real conversations. And talking to strangers gives you so many opportunities to practice.
And we're not saying you need to start a long, deep conversation with every stranger you meet. Start small. For example, at the grocery store, just say, Hi, how are you? Or Thank you.
Or when you order food at a restaurant, instead of just pointing at the menu, actually say, Can I please have the chicken sandwich? It's a simple step, but it builds your confidence each time.
I remember one of my students who was very shy. I gave her a challenge. Every day, she had to say one sentence to a stranger. It could be asking for the time or saying hello to a shop assistant. And guess what? After 2 weeks, she was smiling and speaking much more easily.
That's a fantastic example. And here's another tip. Online communities or language apps are also strangers. Even sending one short message in English can count as practice.
Yes, because the more you do it, the less scary it feels. At first, it's like climbing a mountain, but soon it feels like walking on a flat road.
So remember, you don't build confidence by waiting. You build it by practicing one stranger, one sentence, one step at a time. Now, Anna, we've talked about how to build confidence, but let's also talk about what can destroy it.
Yes, because sometimes learners do small things without realizing it, and those habits actually make them sound less confident.
Exactly. Mistake number 1. Overthinking before speaking. Some learners try to plan the perfect sentence in their head, and by the time they're ready, the moment is gone.
Oh, I've seen that so many times. And the funny thing is, when you overthink, you usually end up making more mistakes because you're nervous.
Mistake number 2. Apologizing too much. Learners often say, Sorry, my English is bad before they even start speaking. That kills confidence immediately.
Yes. I always tell my students, don't apologize for learning. Nobody expects perfect English. Instead of saying, sorry for my English, just speak.
Mistake number 3. Speaking too fast. Some people think if they rush their words, others won't notice their mistakes. But actually, speaking too fast makes you harder to understand and makes you sound nervous.
Exactly. Slow and clear always sounds more confident.
And here's a bonus mistake. Comparing yourself to others. When learners think, oh, that person is better than me, I shouldn't even try, they stop growing.
Yes, confidence isn't about being better than others, it's about showing up and speaking anyway.
So listeners, avoid these mistakes. Don't overthink. Don't over-apologize. Don't rush. And don't compare. Focus on progress, not perfection.
That's the key. The less you do these mistakes, the more natural confidence will feel.
Anna, I think it's time we get a little personal. Let's share some of our own tips and experiences with confidence.
Yes, let's do it. So for me, when I was first learning to speak in another language, I was terrified of making mistakes. My big breakthrough came when I realized people actually didn't care about my mistakes. They cared more about the effort I was making. Once I stopped focusing on being perfect, my confidence grew so much.
That's such a powerful lesson. For me, it was all about practice in small moments. I used to challenge myself to start conversations with strangers sometimes just a smile and a hello. Over time, those little moments added up, and I noticed I wasn't scared of speaking anymore.
Yes, and something else that helped me was recording myself. At first it was uncomfortable, but then I started noticing, oh, I don't sound as bad as I thought. Listening to myself actually gave me confidence.
That's a great strategy. For me, I also used to remind myself, confidence is not about never being nervous. It's about speaking anyway, even when you feel nervous. That simple mindset shift changed everything.
I love that. So listeners, if you take one thing from our personal experience, it's this. Start small, accept mistakes, and keep showing up. Confidence is built through action. All right, listeners, now it's time for a little challenge. Don't worry, it's simple, but it can make a huge difference.
Yes, Anna, tell them what to do.
Here's the challenge. Today, talk to at least one person in English. It can be a friend, a coworker, or even a stranger. Keep it short and simple. For example, say, "Hi, how are you?" Or ask a simple question like, "Where can I find the coffee?"
I love it. And the key is, don't aim for perfection. Just focus on starting the conversation and smiling while you speak.
Exactly. After you try it, take a moment to notice how you feel. Even if it's just one sentence, you've taken a step toward becoming more confident.
And here's a tip. Do this every day for a week. Small actions like this build confidence faster than long practice sessions alone.
Yes. Remember, confidence grows in action. So get out there, say your sentence, and notice your progress. You'll be amazed at how much difference just one short conversation can make.
We can't wait to hear how it goes, listeners. You've got this. All right, listeners, before we wrap up, let's have a little motivational moment. Here's the truth. Confidence is built, not born.
Yes. Nobody is born confident. Every person you see who speaks fluently and confidently has worked on it step by step. They practiced, they made mistakes, and they kept going.
Exactly. So if you feel nervous or shy, don't think there's something wrong with you. Think of it as a muscle. You just need to train it.
Every small conversation you have, every simple sentence you speak, adds a little more strength to that confidence muscle.
And the beautiful part is, it compounds. One confident step leads to another. Today it's a simple hello. Tomorrow it's a short chat. And soon you're speaking freely with anyone.
So remember, listeners, don't wait for confidence to appear magically. Build it, practice it, show up even when it's uncomfortable. Your future self will thank you.
That's right. You can do this, and every small step counts. All right, listeners, let's quickly wrap up with some key takeaways from today's episode.
Yes. First, remember, confidence is built step by step. Small conversations and small preparations make a big difference.
Second, body language and voice matter more than perfection. Stand tall, smile, and speak clearly. Your words will have more impact.
Third, don't fear mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning, and even native speakers make them. Focus on action, not perfection.
And finally, practice talking to strangers, use simple words, and take on small daily challenges. Each step builds your confidence muscle.
So start today, say your first sentence, make eye contact, smile, and notice the difference it makes. Confidence isn't far away, it's just a conversation away.
Exactly. You've got this, listeners. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep growing. All right, listeners, that's it for today's episode on how to talk to anyone with confidence. We hope you found these tips and principles useful.
Yes, and remember, confidence is built step by step. So start small, take action, and keep practicing.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends who also want to improve their English confidence.
And we'd love to hear from you. Comment below and tell us about your experience trying today's challenge. Your story might inspire others too.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep speaking, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next